Hi everyone, this reading is going to be the overview, kind of overlook of the month for June 2018 for Aries. Normally, I do not have the cards already drawn, but something came up and I had to pause the video and my son accidentally deleted it, and this is as far as I got. I didn't do any of the clarification or anything like that. So I'm just going to kind of give a brief overview. If you're new to my channel, once again, this is not normally how I do my readings. I usually pull the cards on camera. So for the oracle card we got was Sea Serpent from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirits, and I'm going to kind of briefly read look, right to the page, kind of what it means. It kind of is talking about here, I'm just going to give this really briefly, healing emotional wounds, expressing your desires. It does speak of that the sea serpent energy represents expression, whether it be emotional, creatively, or sexually, or desires. It does say that it helps, the energy of the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current, and is essential to getting everything into balance so we can express ourselves creatively, sexually, without any fear or shame. And it does also say that it helps open up our hearts and makes our relationships more meaningful and more endearing. It also helps us get a grip or loosen the grip on self-judgment and move into cool waters of forgiving and healing our wounds. Okay. And then for this month, I will try to do either weekly or bi-weekly readings, but for the month, I am going to be pulling, or had pulled from this deck for y'all. This is the Angels of Abundance. So this is kind of to give an overlook on your finances or job or abundance, however you see your abundance. So y'all have employment changes. So basically what this card says is that the career path that you are on right now is taking a new direction. It's got positive change to help support your dreams and your life purpose. And it just basically says that you can trust that these changes will help you to release the old and welcome the new, and that you are being supported in every step that you take. So I was only going to do 4, but these 2 cards come out together, but I've laid them out like this. Okay, so we have the 7 of Water in reverse. We have the Knight of Earth, the Queen of Earth, and that was coupled with the Magician. And then we have the Sun in reverse. Okay, so normally the Sun is happiness, joy, bliss, blessings, kind of like a wish coming your way. And now with it being in the reverse, I don't see it as, you're not going to be getting what you're wanting, especially with the Queen of Earth and the Magician, coupled together. I see this as a lack of confidence in yourself. I see this as you feeling like you don't understand why such good things are happening or coming your way because you don't feel like you deserve them. You don't feel like you're good enough. And you just really lack that self-confidence in yourself. But with the Queen here, with the Magician, if you are looking to go down a new career path or branch out on your own, right now is going to be a really good time. June you may not necessarily fully branch out in June, but some of you will, and some of you will just, start putting these stepping stones in place for you to move forward. And then you have before that, you have the Knight of Earth. So, he's bringing in, those coins. He is really slow, and that's why I say, some of you, June will bring in that opportunity for you to move forward, for you to put in those, those things into play for you to move up or branch out on your own, however it may be. But you may not be necessarily doing it in June. It may be, several more months before you fully transition. But the stepping stones are going to be put in place. Okay, with the Knight here, yes, it's slow, steady progress, but it's positive progress. It's consistent. You are still consistently moving forward, making that progress. It's a time for you to really kind of buckle down and, get things done and start putting those things in place and start getting prepared to take those big steps. Mm-hmm. And with the Seven of Water here, there is no more confusion. There is no more procrastinating. It is now time for you to... You've been thinking about the decision that you need to make for a long time, and now it's time for you to make it. No more procrastinating, and just do it. No more waiting around. The sea serpent really goes good with this because, it does talk about, expressing yourself creatively, and, all about expressing yourself in whatever way it may be, and it's time to do that. It's time to know, that you can do that without worrying or shame or guilt, And that's kind of what the Star is, you're just you just don't feel worthy. You just, not necessarily shame, but you just lack that self-confidence. And this may be something really new for you that you have not done before. Maybe something that, as far as business-wise, that it's completely new. As far as working with clients or however it may resonate. Okay. So for the Seven of Water, we have the Seven of Cups, which is the same card. So we have the World. So the Queen of Earth, we have the Death card. So definitely, something is going to be ending and starting anew. For some of you, this is going to resonate in the way that I read it originally. And then for some of you, it's going to resonate, not being career. Oh, so I have 2 for the Magician. Okay. So 7 of water, or 7 of cups with the 7 of water. The Knight of Earth, we have the World. The Queen of Earth, we have the Death card. For the Magician, we have 2. We have, this one is someone that's procrastinating, someone that's waiting. And this is someone in apprenticeship. This is someone working really hard. Also possibly going back to school. And then for the Sun, we have the Page of Swords. So 7 of Waters is kind of mixed because you have one that says that you are no longer procrastinating and waiting around and confused. And then you have this one, which is the same card, but you have it this time in the upright. So for some of you, you are confused. You are still procrastinating. You're still not making that decision. But regardless, you know, things are still moving forward. Slow and steady progress. It's constantly moving. You know, with the World here, you know, it's a karmic cycle, but things are, they're still moving, you know, which is really good. For the Queen of Earth, we have the Death card. So, you know, something is definitely ending. Now, with it being the Queen and being a person, you could be involved with this Queen of Earth, this pentacle, you know, here. You know, she could be a boss. She could be a partner, or he, because I know it says Queen, but it male or female, general reading. So you could be involved with this person romantically or business-wise. And, you know, it could end with, you know, that part. And with the Magician, you know, the Magician says you're ready. You have all the resources and everything that you need at your disposal. You are able to manifest what you are wanting. You know, and this is, you know, working hard, you know, putting in that time, putting in that effort, you know, possibly apprenticeship, possibly, you know, going back to school. You know, but then you have this one who says you're just kind of standing still, you're waiting, you're procrastinating. What are you waiting on, you know? Are you waiting on, you know, he brings in messages of truth, you know? So are you waiting on some type of communication, some type of message to come in to tell you that you have this, you are capable of doing it, you know, you have, you know, you have the ability to do it, for you to, you know, succeed. And if this is a partner, you know, that you are with, if it resonates in that way, then, you know, there could be a lot of confusion. You know, could be in a karmic cycle with this person. Definitely an earth sign. There's a lot of earth out here, you know, and it could be working hard at the relationship, but it's kind of just at a standstill. You're just kind of waiting around to see how it's going to go. And, you know, this could be, he's a young person, you know, and the sun also represents children as well. So you could be waiting on some type of communication for, you know, from a child to come in. Let's see if I can get one for the 7 of Cups. For the 7 of Cups, we have the 4 of Cups. So discontentment, boredom, you know, possibly feeling like you missed out on something. You know, not ready to make any moves right now. So we have the Chariot, you know, which is basically very similar to the 2 cards that are in here. You know, moving forward. definitely could be, you know, like I said, it's a karmic cycle that you're going through. You know, when you're just, it's slow and steady progress, but you are moving forward. It may not feel like you are, but you are. I'm going to take that, but I am going to get one more for the death card. Whew, man. Okay, so for the death, we have moving away from something, you know, whether it be a person, place, you know, a situation. This is illusion. This is deceit. This could be lies, you know, secrets. But this, you know, is really good because it's basically the death almost. It's starting anew. It's deciding to take that step to end one cycle and begin another. Okay, but we have a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights. And we have this is the 9 of Swords, if you're wondering, and this is the 10 of Wands. So with the 10 of Wands, feeling really weighed down, really burdened, you know, like everything is just sitting on your shoulders. Everyone is depending on you. And then we also have the 9 of Wands, which is really good because you're going from the 9, which is the all being at the, you know, you're kind of going, I'm at the end of my rope. I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Okay, and then you've progressed and now you're at the 10. So this is also an ending of one cycle because you're at the 10. So a new cycle is going to begin. Okay, so we have the Justice, but it did land in the reverse, which is not necessarily the best. So you could be working really hard, really hard, and waiting on something to come in, waiting on this, you know, person to change their mind, or waiting on you know, this opportunity to come in. Instead of taking action and doing it, you're just kind of waiting, you know, and there's an injustice. So if you are in any type of legal battle, you may want to consult an attorney. When the Justice card is in reverse, there is not going to be any justice. If there is a court case involved, usually it doesn't go in your favor. The scales are not balanced at this time. So whatever it is you're working hard at and you're waiting on, you could be waiting on, you know, and when I say apprenticeship, this and going back to school, this could be student loans, and you could be waiting on something to do with your student loans, and it's not going to come through. Possibly. Or with the children being here, if you are separating or have already separated, this could be something to do with working with the child or children's other parent and waiting on news about custody or child support or something like that. And if that is the case, then, you know, with the Justice being in reverse, it you know, may not be going in your favor. Okay, with the 3 of Wands, we have, you know, there is not going to be any victory. So whatever you're waiting on, you know, it's not coming through. There won't be any justice. There won't be any victory. With the sun in reverse, I went ahead and got another clarification. We have the Ace of Cups. So if you are waiting on some type of communication from a child, you will get the communication. You know, it may not be it's definitely going to be involving some type of clarity, some type of truth. It may, with the sun here and clarifying it and getting the Ace of Cups, seems to be like there is a lot of love here. For the Page of Swords, it's a decision card. Procrastinating, needing to make a decision. More than one path, more than one, choice to go. You could be trying to go in business with this Queen of Earth, and it may not be a good time. If there's any kind of legal documents, make sure to have them looked at. Don't sign anything until you've had them looked at. Okay, so we have two that flipped. So we have the King of Pentacles. So whether, like I said, we have the King and Queen and the Knight here. So whether it is male or female does not matter. And with I was clarifying the Justice in reverse. So you either feel stabbed in the back or you're going to feel stabbed in the back. You're going to feel betrayed. And it's going to be either involving money or involving an earth sign. So I'm going to go ahead. I just noticed that's starting to run really long. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye, guys.